G'day guys. This morning I'm going to be doing some rock hounding, hunting around, see if I can find some nice rocks to add to my collection, and jewellery making. Yeah, and there's a couple of old time diggings here as well. I'll be having a look at those. Okay guys, stay with me and thanks for watching. I've come back to this old costine that I found a while back, and you can see where they've dug it out here, and then it looks to me like they've put all the rock back in this section. It doesn't look natural, like it's naturally been washed there, because up here there's a hump of material that they've dug out. Yeah, so they must have blasted the rock, fractured it, and they must have put it all back. Whether it's because the material they were digging, they were taking it out this way, but I doubt it, because if you look down the other end, it looks like it's open. There's like a ramp going up, and it's open that end, so they might have wheelbarrows or something. Whatever they were digging out of here, they were carting it out this end, I'd say. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Where I'm standing here, there's a big heap of stone that they've pulled out of that hole. There's all this stone here, quite a bit of it, which would have come out of this hole here. And I'm going to get down in the hole and have a look around and see what they were looking for, because all this stone here was all that black basalt rock, and I can't see any sign of any quartz or anything, so I've got to have a look around. There's that rock there with some iron staining on it, that orangey colour, and back in under there, under that rock there's another piece that looks like this type of rock. So that's the only thing that looks different. So what I'll do is I'll have a look around in here. I want to take some samples, because that's what I've come back here for. I didn't take any samples last time I was here when I found it, so I'm going to take some samples, and yeah, I'll take them home and process them. Yeah, interesting. Okay, I've dug this hole out in all that fractured rock that they'd blasted. They obviously filled up their costine back in, as they must have been working from that end, and as they were working their way out, all the waste rock and that, they were just throwing it back in the hole, and then they continued working their way back this way. Because I just dug down into there, pulled out all the rocks, looking for something that they might have been mining, and the only thing I can find that's different to this basalt, you see this black basalt, and then you look at this rock, this is sort of a basalt. Where's another bit I can show you? Maybe this bit here. If you look at, compare the black basalt to this rock, it is a bit different, but I think this rock that's in my hand has been altered. So, and you can see this rock here, this isn't basalt, this rock, it looks more like a granite, but it's maybe it's basalt that's been altered, and that's what they were after, because that's the only different rock I can see here. I've picked up a few more rocks here. This is different, it's different to basalt, so that's the only thing I can see different in amongst all these rock piles. But I think what's happened is they started up that end and they worked their way back down through here, working their way out this way, because this end here hasn't been filled in. It's still, as you can see, the pile of rocks here, it's still all open. And I think as they're working, one of the guys was pushing a wheelbarrow. He's pushing his wheelbarrow up around through here. With the wind, but this is a waste rock, and there's all like fine material here. And if you look at the ground around here, there's all that fine sandy gravelly material. So this here, obviously they dug this off the top and they wheelbarrowed it here and just dumped it in a big pile, and it goes from that orangey colour patch just there, and it goes all the way down just past this big black rock here, and that's your MULLOCK pile. And that's a fair bit of dirt they've dug out just off the top. So what I might do, I might start digging into this MULLOCK pile and just see if I can see any rock that's different than the basalt rock that they've been shifting. Because I haven't seen any quartz, any really rich iron, stone rock or anything like that. Just mainly just basalt and that other rock that's been changed. Yeah. So anyway, I'll keep looking. Okay, I was looking around and I picked up this piece of rock, and that there on the top there, that layer, that's quartz. That's quartz, and it's mineralised. See how it's an orangey yellow colour. That's the only piece of quartz on the rock that I found. So this other rock here, this sort of browny looking stuff, that's I don't know what that is. It's not basalt, but anyway, this piece, this little slither on top there, that's a vein of quartz. And another piece of rock here that I picked up, this flat piece of rock here, and you can, if you look at it side on, you can see that made up of different layers, and there's some quartz just there on it. Well, this flat rock, this is schist. This is a schist rock, and gold is found in schist, because schist is made up of different bands of rock compressed together, and mineralisation can get trapped in between. So that's schist and quartz. So I'm thinking there must have been a vein of quartz, maybe a mixture of quartz and schist here in this black basalt rock, and that's what they've done, because they've done a lot of work here to remove all that, dig that costine. They've blasted it, all that rock's been blasted. They've done a hell of a lot of work here. So yeah, I'd say that's what the gold was in. It was in the quartz and in the schist. And just over here, this rock here, you see that orange colour there, and it's flat. It's been sheared, it's flat. That's a contact. That's a contact there. So that's where maybe the quartz and the schist was attached to, on that flat surface. Yeah, so I'm sort of figuring out what's going on here. Okay guys, I'll get back to you if I get anything else. Okay, underneath where they've been digging inside this costine, underneath you can see this flat rock just here. It's got a flat surface. Yeah, that's similar to the rock I was just talking about. But there was something else was sitting up against this. I don't think it was that rock. I'll pull this rock out. I'll pull this rock here that's sitting up against it. I'll pull that out, but I don't think that's it. Whatever was here, they've mined it. I just broke this out of there, broke this piece out. But this is not what we're looking for. This is not mineralised. This is yeah, it's looks like a granite or something. So that could be it. It could be the granite and the basalt, and whatever was here that the old boys got, yeah, it was in between. So that's one contact point there, that orangey, this smooth face here, that's a contact. So I've got I've got to find, I'll hunt around here and see if I can find what was sitting up against this flat side, because that's what they were getting anyway. That's what had the gold in, I'd say. Okay guys, I'll get back to you. Okay, I was walking around this mullock pile and I picked this piece of quartz up. As you can see, it's flat on both sides, so this is part of the vein. And there's a slight mineralisation in there, a little bit of pink in there, but not a great deal. But anyway, this must have been the quartz that they were chasing, the vein, part of it. So I'll take this, I'll take it home. I'll look around and see if I can find any more. I just started digging around in the mullock pile here, and I'm picking up all this type of rock. It's like a slate, not slate, schist, like a schist type rock. And I think it's, you can see it's sort of the black and white, that white in there is calcite. I think it might be what they call, what's the name, I've forgotten the name of it now. But yeah, the type of rock, I know what it is. I think I know, anyway. Yeah, so I'll just dig around a bit more in this mullock pile. I'll just dig around, I'll see if I can find any more quartz, any more of the quartz vein. I've come back to that old timers workings in here in this quartz reef that I've been to a couple of other times. I keep coming back here. This place keeps me interested. Anyway, following up on what the professor was telling us on his channel, and you see this brown stuff in here sandwiched in between these quartz and up here with this brown material. Well, apparently that's where the gold is, where the minerals are. So I'm going to try and break this wedge out if I can, and I'll get this brown material here, and we'll see. I'll take it home, crush it and pan it and see if there's any gold in it. Or I might go the aqua regia. I might do that. Yeah. Okay guys, I'll get back to you. Okay, I've taken that rock out, and this is the material that we want. This browny looking material. This is what was wedged in the quartz. Wedged in between the quartz, this brown stuff. And on this big chunk of quartz, there's some more stuck to it, so I've got to knock all that off that lump of quartz. Just that orangey brown stuff. That's where the mineralisation is. So we'll do that and see how we go, see if we get anything out of it. There's Mr. Gecko. G'day, Mr. Gecko. I'll leave him alone and go back to sleep. There you go, mate. It's alright, buddy. Yeah. A gecko. Look at this piece of rock I just picked up. Nice blue with yeah, striping through it. It's actually blue quartz. Yeah, I'll take this home. This is what I use this for making jewellery. Yeah, blue quartz, beautiful looking rock. Check out this rock. This is a big piece, isn't it? Blue quartz, big chunk. Take that home and I'll break that down into smaller bits for my jewellery. And in my bucket I've got a few other bits and pieces in there. Some of that rock I've got to crush and just see if there's any gold in it. And there's a couple other rocks in there that I kept, bit of blue quartz. Yeah, well that's it. guys, that's it for today. Hope you like my video. Please like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and stay safe, take care, and I'll see you on the next video.